Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I'm doing a commercial job today. I've done this job probably 3 or 4 times now, and it's a fairly large job. It's just under $1,000, so it'll take me, I expect around maybe 3 hours of that. Got the cleaning lady working ahead of me. She's actually pre-vacuuming everything, so that's kind of nice. Overall, it's actually not in bad shape, this carpet. Carpet tiles, as you can see. This is the clinic, and it's well cared for. Now, I did do a pre-scrub on the high traffic areas where I'm at right now. So this is my second pass on this area in front of the desks there. It was fairly ground in there, so I ran a Hogs hair fiber pad over there. And I've got an interesting story to tell you about one of these rooms when I get to it, but we'll wait till I get there. But anyway, it's a pretty straightforward job. I'm using my Rotary, obviously, because there's behind me in the other section, there's actually a bunch of little rooms that I have to go into when using the either my Orbot or my Orbitech. It's a bit clumsy and awkward in there, and I've been doing it with the Rotary all along, and it cleans really well, and it's just simpler. So that's my reason for using the Rotary rather than my LP. And it just cleans fine, so. Okay, so I gotta move some stuff. It's a Saturday, so it will take me, like I said, just maybe 3 hours to do this, I think. And that's all I'm doing today. Pretty straightforward, easy job. From a box, I guess, a staple. Not really expected to really move anything. But I can move a few things anyway. Chairs and things like that, of course. They actually have another one of these clinics. It's actually a sleep clinic, so they have this one's in Kelowna, and they have one in Vernon as well, and I do that one as well. So that's about 45 minutes drive north. I actually thought that was what I was doing this morning. And then I double checked the address and realized I was staying in town. Don't know why I thought I was doing the other one, but I am going to do the other one, I guess. pretty soon. Usually do them pretty quick, pretty close to one another. Overall, the carpet's really not bad shape. There's just a few areas where it's starting to get kind of soiled, and underneath some of these desks is where the worst of it is, which is pretty typical. I mean, somebody sits here most of the day, I guess, and you know, the wheels going back and forth. This one doesn't have a plastic net, which over time really messes up. You can see it's messing up the seam there. As I said, this is carpet tile, so the wheel grinding and twisting away will worry out the fibers, and eventually you get some deterioration and the seams start to let go, the edges of the tile, that is. You can see how maneuverable this machine is, and that's the reason I chose it for this job, because I have so many little offices and the little treatment rooms, or the sleep rooms actually, they're pretty small, so that's why where the Rotary is, it's just more maneuverable. I can just go in any direction so easily, so it makes it faster. And it's more nimble, as you can see. I got the slack behind me here. I'm using Rocket on this job, which is, when I do commercial, that's usually what I'm using now. It has a bit of the orange citrus in it, and peroxide, so it just gives it a little bit of a kick up. And it works very, very well. Now I won't be moving much here. Seems to be the last time I did this room, it was pretty clogged up too with stuff. Use the machine to push things around. Actually works pretty well, usually. So a friend of mine just texted me and let me know that the gas is now in Kelowna here is $1.69 per liter. Now if you're in the States, a liter is pretty close to a quart. Hello? Yeah, that's what we're paying now. Things are pretty volatile in the world, and wars and rumors of wars, and this is what happens. And right now I'm really happy that I bought my little Nissan NV200, which gets about 26 miles per gallon in the city. I rarely get it out on the highway, so almost all my work is just basically right in Kelowna. Although I get over to West Kelowna, so there's a little bit of highway driving there. But that's where my gas mileage is on this van. So, and that was one of the reasons why I chose the NV. So, let's talk about what I've got going on right here. This is the carpet, the room that I had an interesting thing occur. Right below where I'm cleaning right now, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's almost a circle, almost looks like a donut from the chair. Over the years, it's been grinding away, so there's kind of like a really badly worn circle here. And I guess it was the first time that I cleaned this carpet. When I cleaned this area, this room here, when I finished, this still looked quite dark. In fact, you can still see it right now, a little bit. Although there's wear there, but anyway, it looked pretty dark actually, which with this method of cleaning isn't unusual to see. A really high worn area, when you clean it, it can still look dark, but what happens when it dries, it lightens up and looks wonderful. It's just the way that it seems to work. And anyway, when I finished it, it still looked dark. I actually was well aware that it looked that way, and I went over it extra just to be sure what I was doing, and I knew that I'd gotten it clean, and I was fully confident that when it dried completely, it would dry within because I did work it more, so it was going to take like 2 or 3 hours for it to fully dry, at least. And anyway, I left the job, and within an hour or two, the owner of this place, she phoned and left a message saying she was very unhappy with this one office because it didn't look clean. It looked like she thought we missed it, is what she said. So I figured that it was this spot, but I wasn't sure. But anyway, I wasn't able to get back there right away. I got back the next day, and I came in here to this office and looked at this spot here, and it was it looked wonderful, absolutely wonderful. It looked perfect, in fact. So that was a few years ago now. And from that point on, and it was after that we got the second office in Vernon, and we've been back here every year since, because once it fully dried, it looked perfect, and because the owner had come in right after I had finished, like within an hour. So anyway, she realized the following day that everything was fine, because I phoned her up and said I looked at it and it looked just great. And so she went back and looked again and realized that it was indeed looking wonderful. And so we've been cleaning this carpet ever since. So that's one thing to bear in mind about this type of cleaning, is that sometimes if you're cleaning an area where it's really high wear, and when you're finished it still looks dark, in most cases, it simply needs to fully dry, and then it'll just totally lighten up. So don't panic. You have to believe in the system. If you get enough scrubbing action, you've got a good cleaning product, you will get the results you're after. It will work. You just have to what's the word I'm looking for? You have to have the eye for what you're seeing. You need to, and that comes with experience. After a while, you begin to realize and understand what you're actually seeing visually. Remember, this machine here is doing 360-degree cleaning passes per second on the carpet. That's a lot of cleaning. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of energy being transferred, you could say, into the carpet fiber and scrubbing away on the carpet. So it really does work very, very well, assuming you're using a quality cleaning product. And there are lots of them out there now. There's a lot more really good cleaning products out there now than when I began 26 years ago. There really wasn't much choice at all. A lot of them were just really quite bad. I was using a really good product at the time, but because I understood what was happening, I was actually using the Bonnetpro product, way less concentrated than they recommend because of the way I was using it. I wasn't using it in its foamed up, so I was able to use it about half an ounce or 1 ounce per gallon. And it's an encapsulator. It always has been, pretty much, I think. And it works really well. And so, even though it's expensive to buy it, the concentration that I was able to use it at, it made it very economical. Oh, something in there. Okay. All right. So it looks like I've done this section. So head back down to where I started, and then I go on to another section where the cleaning lady has pre-vacuumed and made the carpet ready. There, I'll put that like that, I guess. Let's head down here. It cleans up nice, so and that's why they keep getting us back. And they do appreciate it because it's odorless and it dries so fast and it stays clean. So let's take a look and see what this pad looks like. Yeah, that's pretty soiled. So I'll see where I'm going to go next. And I'll let you go. So have a good day.